Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video we're going to review game week 21, or round 21, I'm starting to get into FPL mode already, of the 2025 NRL Supercoach season. So a really good week for myself with 1447, which was in the top 1% for the round, so 629th ranked for the round, and saw me move up 5,000 spots overall. So what seemed like a pipe dream about 15 rounds ago, and I was sitting 70,000th, could get to the top 20k yet. So if we have a look at the team and how it went, very happy with the two trade-ins this week. So Harry Grant being the first of those, with a 113 point effort for Harry, which was fantastic. The front row, Terrell May with the 74 just continues to punch out solid scores. Payne Haas with the 60, we'll take that. In the back row, Eli Qatar was a little bit down for us with a 36 this week. Connor Watson with a 55 was solid. Nafahu White with 49 was okay. And Jacob Preston with 67 was a good return as well. So, not too bad there in the second row. In the halves, we had a couple of great scores, including our captain, Nathan Cleary, our second trade-in for the week with a 118 as captain. That was fantastic. Unfortunately, Jerome Hughes, though, going down with an injury. I think it was a shoulder. So, unfortunately, here's one we do have to move on from this week. KO Weeks with the 68 was quite good in that win against Newcastle, and Jaden Campbell, fantastic, a 115. So kept the faith with him all season, and it's good when it comes off like that. In the centre wing, so Zach Lomax with a 99 was great, but Jacob Kiraz was awesome yesterday, 137, offloading for fun, couple of tries, all the line breaks and tackle busts that go with that. So great buying there. Bo Fermor with a 53 and Dewey with a 45. I guess, it's a solid sort of base for him, but maybe the attacking upside isn't there with the extra sort of work he's got to do through the middle. So we'll keep the faith, but he's not a line-up or locked-in start in any given week. On the bench, Karapani with a 36, he's starting to lose value now, so if you've got the trades, might be a great time to jump off. And Fletcher Hunt with a 52, scored a try, which was handy. He's not hurting anyone, though, at the moment. At fullback, Drinky with a 91 as vice-captain. We didn't take it. Right call in the end. Edwards with an 85, so continues to score well. And Teddy with a 64, is about the base of what we would expect him to produce, so can't be too upset there. So in terms of the game day this week, as I said, or as it showed at the start, got all the league wins. So a 12.08 for Serenity now. So having a look through, Captain Terrell May, which wasn't the worst shout. Isaiah Yeo with an 83 was good. Kai Pearce-Paul with a 96 and Kickow with a 92 were the main contributors there, but unfortunately a few flat scores from Skelton, Saab and Garrick, Jerome Hughes as well. So how come I don't have Jerome Hughes? Did he drop? He must have dropped out of my score, so there you go. So Jerome Hughes was my lowest scorer, which was helpful. But having a look through the league, no other 1400s, so I'll take that. But I think 1345 was the next best for Blue Bags, David's team. So let's have a look here. Teddy, Drinky, Haas, Campbell, Brimson 63, Captain Edwards instead of Cleary. So that's only another 30 odd points, so that's not the worst. Brayley with a 59. It's continuing to go pretty well. But I guess Hopewadi and Garrick, tough matchup there against the Dogs. In the second league, so a big win over Foreign Shadowing. So 779. Captain Teddy, and then playing Sandon Smith, Corey Allen with the 72 is actually alright. Had Cleary, but not in the captaincy conversation. Missing quite a few, so yeah, maybe based on some of that, might have given up slightly Justin there. But a 1396 is pretty good. But again, highest score in the second league, so I'll take that. But the Cronulla Sparkies, Jordan's team, so another one who's battling mid-table with myself, or maybe a bit lower than myself to be fair. But Harry Grant with a 113 for Jordan, sorry. Apologies, Jordan, getting the name wrong. Captain Cleary as well, so some great moves there. Gagai with a 92 was good. Had Kickow. Had Campbell and Kiraz as well, Drinky. So lots of great scoring there for Jordan's team. And finally, the third league, another win over another lower placed team. Probably another one who hasn't paid too much attention of late, but Captain May's solid. Had Cleary. Had Lomax, which is handy. But yeah, playing Brian Tino. So probably another one who has let things slip a bit there. As someone goes ripping by. So doesn't look like anyone's got the 1400s this week. We'll check the overall in a minute. But Hull White Star, Oliver's team, with a 1395 is the closest so far. You had Harry Grant. Had Drinky with a 91, Captain Cleary, Hudson Young with an 81 was good. Had Lomax, Campbell, Kiraz, so those big scores there. Nice one there, Oliver. Well done. I'll have a quick look at the other players that went well this week. So top scorer was actually Tommy Dearden with a 165. I did see he scored one really good try. Must have done a fair bit to get to that, but he's in great form. Could be a sneaky point of difference for Jerome Hughes at 7.2% ownership. Matt Timoko with a 134 was the top scorer in that big win over the Knights. Even more of a pod at 3%. Connor Tracy and Matt Burton both scoring well also with offloads, tackle busts, I think tries. Maybe not a try for Birdo. Connor Tracy got one though, didn't he? I know he got over the line, but it was called back. Just get rid of that off my screen. But yeah, Lindsay Smith was good with a 119. Talked about all these guys obviously. Sami Cherry was awesome with a 107 as well. Fogarty 106 was fantastic. Jacob Little tunning up off the bench. That's a pretty good effort. Josh King with 2 tries. You'd love to see that. They're probably the main talking points. A couple of the Sharks boys went alright. Halasima, really juicy looking pod, backed up his match-winning try with an 86. Yeah, awesome returns there. Before we get into my team, we'll have a bit of a look at how the leagues are going. We do have one more week before the head-to-head finals. So having a bit of a look at the ladder, we'll see who's in contention. So looking like the top 4 is pretty set in the first league, with 5th place Atheos City at about 1,000 points behind. So it does go off points scored, not points difference, trying to make it a bit fairer on people who do score well through the year. But yeah, you can see there's a bit of a gap there. So I think that's the top 4. And in terms of the bottom 4, there's 4 teams all on 20 points, pushing for 3 spots. I mean, Steamed Hams, Nacho, maybe an outside chance if they have a big week of sneaking in to the 8, depending on other results. Unfortunately, the Angry Pirates are done in the first league. The second league, though, might be a chance. Looking at got the points scored advantage over Steve and Justin, but do need a result to go my way this week to push up. But maybe a bit of a battle for 4th place there with David, Katrina, maybe even Julian's team with his points scored could jump up in there. And the third league, so probably a pretty well settled top four. I mean, Captain Pugwash has good points scored, could find his way into fourth with the result. The top six are definitely locked in, and then what have we got? 3 teams on 20 looking at 2 spots. I guess maybe the 2 on 18 could find a way in there as well with a bit of luck. So be an interesting set of matches this week to see how everything falls. I did forget to check the overall league as well when we were talking scores before, so I will go back and have a look at that. There you go, finally got the congratulations. So having a look through, so 1470 for NBA Young Boy. It's pretty good. Best one I've seen so far. 1402, so a few 1400s in the overall, which is nice to see. Well, I must have skipped past myself there. Yeah, 1447. So where have I got up to now? 52nd. Maybe top 50 in the overall league, which again, considering how low I was at one stage, I will take it. But yeah, it looks like the NBA Young Boys got it. 1470 for Ben's team. Yep, sweet. So let's have a look. He had Hubner with an 81, which is a really nice get. I think that's, oh no, that was reserve. I thought it said auto emergency there for a second. Has Matty Burton with the 124. That's awesome. Harry Grant, Campbell and Cleary as captain. Kiraz had Lomax and Drinkwater with their 90s. So some great outcomes there. I think Matt Burton getting him the chockies there. Was it? Yeah, Campbell and Burton in the 5'8" spot. That is mint. So in terms of the trades this week, we've got 4 trades left, but with Jerome Hughes seemingly done for Supercoach purposes, I think we do need to find a second halfback. So there's a couple of options. I guess, like I said, Tommy Dearden would be a nice one. As a bit of a point of difference, I think, a little bit of lower ownership. Obviously, go with the crowd and go with Nico Hines, albeit he didn't set the world on fire against Souths. But might be a chance to get in Isaiah Katoa. So just coming off the bye, so no more buys to finish the season. The run looks kind of tough with Warriors, Roosters, Broncos in the next 3. Canberra to finish, and then Manly and the Gold Coast in between. So just having a look at his scoring. So it's a little bit up and down. But I guess if the Dolphins are going to make a push for the finals, he'll probably be a big part of it. The other option, I suppose, that we have is we've kept Savala, so we could push him into the halves and look at another forward. So someone like a Hudson Young or an Aaron Clark if we want a bit more of a secure base. Nikora, is he playing or injured? I can't remember. Viliami Kikau's been pretty good as a bit of a form pick. Yeah, so not 100% sure on what I'm doing just yet. I might actually just go with the Hudson Young for the time being. I mean, we've probably got the cash where we could really just get rid of Savala too and do the 2 trades. Maybe a little bit irresponsible, but let's be honest, we're not going to win much overall. I don't think I'm in any of my head-to-head finals, like the minor finals don't count. So we could just roll the dice on the 2 trades. We've upgraded at second row. Get to play with Katoa, which is always an interesting opportunity. And yeah, so if we did those trades, I think the team for this week, so got to make some more interesting decisions. Probably keep the 3 fullbacks, the halves. So it's like, well, who misses out here? We probably, could chase a bit of upside with Young, Katoa, Preston, Watson, Herbie in for Dewey. So it's probably just something like that. Vice captain, captain. I mean, given that the Storm might have a couple missing, could be Lomax, could potentially be Katoa. Well, I think we do want Cleary against the Gold Coast. That is a favourable matchup on a Saturday afternoon. It could be Herbie, I guess, the classic VC option. So I might just leave it like that. Keep it simple. Get the video out there because it's a little bit later with Supercoach unlocking. So I'm sure everyone's keen to see how I'm doing. So self-indulgent. But on that note, we'll wrap it up there. So if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Also below this video in the description, I'll put the links for the EPL Supercoach that's kicked off or is kicking off. And I'll do a bit of an update probably Wednesday, letting everyone know where I'm at with the team, all that sort of gear. Maybe we'll look at the scoring and rules a little bit closer. So yeah, if you're interested in that, link below. But yeah, give us a like if you enjoy the NRL content. Subscribe for all that fantasy content that we're talking about on the channel. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.